Welcome to the Wastelander Summit. As the three most influential people in the Wasteland, we've gathered here to discuss peace, since America has seen enough war over the past centuries. Because war never changes. Yeah, we know. Hey man, don't be rude. But, yeah, we've heard that one before. Oh, really? I thought I came up with that. Nope. Ron Perlman appears in my head occasionally to say it. Wait, you hear him too? I'm sorry. Can we get back on track, please? Yes, of course. Yeah, whatever. So, as I was saying, we're all very influential and powerful, so in the interest of not starting another war, we've gathered here to make peace and work together for a better wasteland. I know Far Harbor is a bit, well, far for both of you to travel, but I thought it would be best to meet on neutral ground. And it's a quite scenic destination. If you call mutated lobsters scenic. The trip was no trouble, really. I picked up Courier 6 here in my spaceship. Spaceship? I'm sorry, you have a spaceship? Yeah, it was a while ago, but I got abducted by aliens and took over their ship. I can go pretty much anywhere I want to now. Ooh, tell them about the space laser. Shh, I wasn't gonna mention the space laser. You weren't gonna mention the space laser? Ah, come on, it's not that big a deal. I have one too. See, this is why I want us to meet, so we could all put our cards on the table and agree to make peace. I don't have to worry about some UFO coming down and blowing up my water purifier empire. Wait, water empire? What do you mean by that? Oh, well, I just have a lot of settlements set up with water purifiers for a steady flow of caps. Let me get this straight. You sell water for profit? You're acting like this is some terrible thing. Do you have any idea how hard my dad worked on Project Purity? He spent decades of work to provide free, purified water to the capital wasteland, and you're out in Boston monopolizing it? Well, I wouldn't say monopolizing. You're acting like I'm some drug dealer or raider stealing people's caps. Hey, Courier, how do you make caps? Does delivering packages pay the bills? Gambling. What? They kicked me out of the casinos because I won too much. Seriously? 10 luck, baby. Well, that does remind me of one of the things I wanted to cover. I was hoping we all could share a bit about ourselves and where we come from. Oh, God. Someone please shoot me in the head again. Again? You know, I met a guy once. He was purple. Is he crazy? Yes. Come on, man, just tell the story. Which one? The one about the time I got lobotomized, the time I had a bomb collar on my neck, the time I went to Zion, the one about you and Benny, New Vegas, Hoover Dam? Ring any bells? Ring-a-ding-ding, baby. Alright, fine. So, I took a job as a courier. Pretty easy gig. Until this guy named Benny shot me in the head. You got a bullet in the brain and you're still here? I got better. Okay, so what happened after that? Well, the Good Springs doctor patched me up, and I went out in search of the guy who shot me. I met some good folks, some bad folks, some ugly folks, and then made it to the Vegas Strip. So, Las Vegas is still up and running. New Vegas. New Vegas, alright. So, bombs didn't destroy the city? Yes, sir, thanks to my boss, Mr. House. Wait, House? As in Robert House, CEO of Robco? The one and only. He's still around? For the most part. He talks to me through a TV screen, though. I'm pretty sure his body's in the basement somewhere. Wait, how do you know him? Well, I don't know him personally, but he was very famous before the war. I guess I'm not surprised he found a way to survive all this time, being a tech billionaire and all. And how do you know what it was like before the war? Well, I was going to explain that, but I'll let you finish your story first. Well, like I was saying, I made it to Vegas, had to stop the Legion from taking Hoover Dam, and now I get to sit back in my penthouse at the Look at 38. Legion? Could you fill me in? He's explained this to me before. They're like ancient Rome, but their leader is dumber than a mole rat. And that's all the important parts. Oh, and I do have an army of Securitrons at my disposal, if that counts for anything. Thanks, Courier. Alright, your turn. What was it? Sole survivor? What's the story there? Well, I was actually born before the bombs fell. I lived in Boston when it was still a thriving city. You're serious? That's amazing. I know all sorts of people from before the war. But why is it that you ain't a ghoul? Yeah, good question. Was it aliens? Because the aliens kept some pre-war folks frozen on their ship. Well, it wasn't aliens, but I was in cryosleep. When the bombs dropped, my family entered Vault 111, and Vault-Tec froze us for centuries. Then some people came and killed my wife, stole my son. Sorry, it's all still very fresh in my mind. I'm so sorry. That sounds horrible. Could still be aliens. Courier! What? I'm just saying. Could have been aliens that froze you and took your kid. No, it was Vault-Tec. Maybe Vault-Tec or aliens. Look, it was the Institute who took my son. I know because I had to go all over the wasteland searching for him. Wait, the Institute? I've heard of them. About 10 years ago, one of their scientists came to Rivet City looking for what was it? A synth? Yes, that was it. The hell's a synth? It's a replicated man, right? Yes. The Institute was obsessed with creating synths as the next step in humanity. Yet, for some reason, they treated them all as slaves, despite the fact that they clearly have free will. Also, it turns out my son grew up while I was still on ice and became their leader. Wow, that's a lot. Reminds me of the Big Empty. Or was it Big Empty? In the end, I joined the Brotherhood of Steel to help me blow them up, and while we don't see eye to eye on everything, I would still consider them my allies should I need to call upon them. Blowing things up solves any problem. Yeah, true. Good, we're all on the same page there. Let's hear from you now, Mr. Lone Wanderer. Well, I'm also from a Vault 101, but it turns out I was actually born in the Wasteland. My dad and some other scientists worked on Project Purity, like I mentioned, and then I lived most of my life in the Vault. One day, my dad disappeared and I had to leave the Vault to find him. It was scary, but I learned to adapt and survive. Hey, I know what that's like. But I was a soldier before the war. You didn't have any combat training? Well, my dad did teach me to shoot a BB gun on my 10th birthday. And you left when you were, what, in your 20s? I was 19. Looks like I'm not the only one with tan luck. Wow, so did you find your dad? Yes, he was being held captive in a simulation vault. It's a long story. Anyway, we started working on Project Purity together with Dr. Lee. Wait, Madison Lee? This guy knows everyone. Well, she was a scientist in the Institute. I convinced her to help the Brotherhood get this giant robot working. Liberty Prime? Yes. Man, I was hoping they would get him working again. Did he use his laser? Yep. And the nukes? Uh-huh. So were you two gonna make out? Well, now that I think of it, Elder Maxon did say they came from the capital Wasteland. You're kidding. Arthur Maxon is the Elder? He was just a whiny little squire when they were in D.C. Seriously? Oh, the other troops are gonna get a kick out of this. Anyway, back to my story. We were getting close to finishing Project Purity, but then the Enclave attacked and took control. My dad, he didn't make it. But then the Brotherhood helped me take back the Purifier and defeat the Enclave once and for all. The Enclave? You know, I've been spotting some remnants popping up around the Commonwealth. They're no easy opponents. Got cool armor, though. Yeah, true, they look sweet. Well, now that we've gotten introductions out of the way, is there anything else you'd guys like to discuss? We could keep sharing stories. If we do that, I'm gonna need more Sunset Sarsaparilla. What's that, some Nuka-Cola knockoff? Okay, that's it. I'm opening vats. Courier, no! Hey there. Don't click off, please. I know it's the end of the video, but I just want to quickly put this at the end. Thank you all so much for 20,000 subscribers. Really, it means a lot to me. And I've been having a lot of great fun with this channel, and I have a lot of more ideas coming soon. So yeah, I just want to quickly say thank you for 20,000 subscribers. It's really great to see. And I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit different than what I usually do. I will admit this video has been done before. I'll put a link in the description to the original video that kind of inspired me to do this. I did a slightly different take on it, but you know, that video kind of did the idea first. So I'll put that in the description. And yeah, just thank you all again. Thank you so much for subscribing. It's amazing. I thank you all so much. It means the world to me. So yeah, bye. Have a nice day.